Hey guys, Insomnia here with some more AFK Arena. Today we are back on Chelseron's count, and the brand new hero Flora is up on the test server. For a lot of players, the test server is the regular server. This is the only server the game exists on. As you can see, he has 337,000 diamonds, which means that we are going to unlock Flora here. We are going to go ahead and build her, and this is how the whales do it, folks. So when you look, the brand new hero Flora has just been unlocked. We're going to really see what she can do and how you can build her on a complete whales account, I guess, because if you see 337,000 diamonds, so we're going to go ahead and use our stones, which we always do. Hopefully we can get a copy of her, which we get Baden, we get Cecilia, we get Wukong, we get a lot of prime heroes out of those elite stones there. So let's go ahead and get into the Stargazer. As you can see, the video is a little bit smaller because it was captured on an iPhone. So as you see from the Stargazer heroes, we're going to go ahead and swap it into Flora. This is who we're looking at. We have 700 Stargazer cards. So like I said, guys, this is how the whales get the heroes. So 700 cards here. So the first pull, we do have an Elite Wilder card, which is very nice. As we continue the pulls here, hopefully we can get lucky with a couple copies of her. No copy there, but we did get a 24-hour EXP. So going through a couple more cards. No copies, so we are 3 summons deep and no copies of Flora yet. Here we get our, nope, I thought it was going to be the first copy. So four pulls in. Pull number 5 from the Stargazer, so that's 50 cards. We get a copy of her. There's our first copy, or essentially our second copy, because we bought one. So 5 pulls in, we get a copy. 650 cards left. As we continue, let's try the DAE trick. So this is something that I believe Vulcan or some other people introduced. Just really trying out the trick to see how it works. I just think it's fun to do. It's kind of funny to think that a certain set of 4 letters is going to increase your odds. But again, a lot of people do it and they think it's fun to do. Sometimes it does take a while. A lot of people have asked exactly what you have to do here, and you're looking for the specific words to pop up on the screen, which Feo, that is not it. There it is, DAEG, which is a no copy of Flora. So unfortunately, no copy with that pull. Let's go ahead and do our next one. We've only pulled 1 copy, so right now we do only have an Elite Plus at this point. We need to get a lot more copies, and we are already, I believe, 60 cards through. A little over 60 cards. I think this might be the next 10. Still waiting for the DAEG, hoping that is going to be the trick to pull a copy of Flora here. We see Man, Sigil, almost there, Unrad, which we see a lot of times. Unrad again, which hopefully we get a copy of DE, is got to be coming up soon. There it is. Let's go ahead and see if we can get a copy, which no copy of Flora again. All right, so obviously the trick doesn't work very well because we are not seeing increased odds when it is coming to summoning, but we are still only 2 copies of Flora in, 1 that we bought, 1 that we pulled. So we need some good copies here because now we are 70 cards in with only 1 copy. So the odds have not been in our favor very much with the copies of Flora that we've been pulling. But like I said, we still do have a absolute insane amount of Stargazer cards, starting with 700 cards and 337,000 diamonds, which I have never seen on an account with that many Stargazer cards. And there it is again, which we get a no copy. All right, so let's go ahead and forget the trick. 3 times no copies. And we did get an Elite Wilder card there. We're now 9 pulls in. Wow, we are 10 in with only 1 copy pulled. There's another one. That makes 2 copies that we've already gotten. Need some good luck here, which there's a Celestial Spear. Not too bad. But still, only 2 copies in at this point with Flora, which another 24-hour gold. So not seeing too many copies of her yet, and we are burning through a lot of Stargazer cards. We need a double pull. There's another copy. That gives us 3 copies total. 550 cards left as we continue to stargaze for Flora, which they're another elite wilder card. So we have a lot of elite cards coming out of here, as well as the artifacts. Another copy that gives us 4. Still got 530 cards left. So we haven't even went through 200 cards, and we've already gotten 4 copies of her, which I know 200 cards is an insane amount of cards. For most average players, they will never see this many cards, which there, it looks like our bags are a little bit full. We did get a little bit more gear. Still just only got the 4 copies of Flora at this point, which again, didn't get a copy there. So let's go ahead and we'll empty out the bags a little bit. We'll make a little more room. As you can see, we got max piles of gold. We have a couple maxes here. Got a lot of essence that we're pulling out of here. Another 7,000 essence there. And look at that amount of cards that we have. There's all of our gold that has just been sent to the bank that we're not using at all. So we'll go ahead and we will claim this up. That way we have more room as we're doing the summons and we don't keep getting the error that covers. But we still have 500 cards. So we are already 200 Stargazer cards in on Flora. So let's go ahead and continue the summons for her. Hopefully we can turn this luck around, which here, another Greyborn Elite card, but no copies of Flora. Let's see here, we got a Mythic Helmet, but still no copies of Flora. We're going through a lot of cards, guys. 220 cards in. Nothing there. 230 cards in. And there we go, another copy of Flora. So we are getting close. Let's see what we've already got for her so far. Let's go ahead and confirm. We did get Wukong, which we added there. 3 copies of Flora. So that means we've pulled 6 in total. So we'll go ahead and we will get Wukong, actually his very last star. Look at that, 5-star Wukong. Never seen him before, never used him before. But we can go ahead and combine these. This will give us a legendary copy. Already have another one for Legendary Plus here. So with that, we need Mythic and we need Mythic Plus. So we need 6 more copies of Flora to go ahead and get her to Ascended. And then we'll go ahead and work on her signature item and we will gear her up. 337 diamonds, 460 scrolls left. So I have no doubt that we will pull our last copies of Flora at this point. Let's continue the summons here. Nothing on the first one. Number 2, again, nothing. We are not getting doubles. We are not getting triples of Flora on this point, which there's an Elite Mauler. Again, no Flora cards. This pull we get, again, just some rare cards. Flora is definitely evading us on this video. Come on, Flora, need a copy? No, another Wilder card. All right, so at this point, we are 300 cards. There's another copy of Flora, meaning we need 3 more to get her up to Ascended. But again, we are 300 cards in already at this point. All right, and we got another Mauler card there. Still need 3 more copies. Which again, the Stargazing luck is not with us today. And again, another pull with absolutely nothing on that one. Some rare cards, that's about it. All right, so we are 350 cards in. Another copy of Flora. Double copies of Flora. There we go. That is what we needed. Double copies of Flora, as you can see. We need 1 more, guys. 1 more copy of Flora, and then we should be able to take her all the way to Ascended. Still have 330 cards left. So we continue, which the bags are already full again with Essence. So let's go ahead and clean that out again so we stop getting the error with the piles of gold. And we can continue to build Flora. So we need a couple more copies of Flora. I think we need 1 more. I think it's 1 more copy of Flora. And then we should be able to get her. Which, no copy there. That puts us 400 cards in already. Nothing there. So let's continue with the summons here. And again, Flora is completely eluding us. That's 410 cards in, 420 cards in. And you're seeing just how many cards it takes. And there it is, guys. Another copy of Flora, which we might need 1 more. If my count might be a little bit off, I think we do need 1 more to get her up, to get the Elite Plus. Because we needed 6 copies. I think we might still need 1. And hopefully this is going to be the pull. Wow, we have went through an insane amount of Stargazer cards at this point. And again, this is how the whales do it, folks. This is it. When you have sitting on 700 Stargazer cards, a lot of them from purchases, a lot of them, and there it is, another copy of Flora, which we are still going at this point. Which again, I think my math might have been a little bit off. We still needed a couple more copies at this point. But we are down to 190 cards from 700 cards, folks. So this is absolutely insane with the amount of summons that it's taken. There's an elite Lightbearer card at that point, have an insane amount of cards as well. Still looking for Flora. And there she is. There's another copy of Flora. So let's go ahead, we'll clean out the bags one more time, and then we will see what we can do with her. And look how fast all of this loot is just accumulating. We have a ton of rare cards, as you can see in here, a ton of tier stones, but we'll go ahead and use some of our little stuff. And I believe that might do it for the Stargazer for Flora. I think we might have enough. Let's go check it out to get her up to Ascended. So that gives us, yep, 3 copies that we need. And there we go. We will take her to Mythic. Well, let's see, because I know, wait, we need 1 to go to Mythic. We need 2. I think we do need 2 more, right? I'm thinking of the math because I thought she was a little bit higher than she was, but she's only Legendary Plus. So to take her to Mythic, we will need a couple more copies as we continue the search for Flora. We're down to 120 cards, folks. It is going to be real close because 110 cards. 100 cards left. That's 600 cards that we've used to get Flora. And again, the rates are not here. The luck is not here. There's another copy of her. And we do need 4 Elite Plus, which we should have shortly. Hopefully we don't run out of cards. 70 left. Which is, there's another Graveborn card. Another summon here, which yields us nothing. 50 cards left. That's 650 cards in. Still no copy. 40 cards left. It is going to be close. Let's see if 700 is going to be the make it or break it point. Again, no copy of Flora there. One more try, which there's another copy of her. That will conclude it, guys. So look at that. 680 Stargazer cards to get Flora up to Ascended from absolutely nothing. So we'll go ahead and we'll combine these, bringing her to Elite Plus. So 1 copy will take her to Mythic. And the reason I was off with was the Mythic Plus. I didn't remember the Mythic Plus, but there is her signature item unlocked. So let's go ahead and use the copy, which will take her to Mythic Plus. Double copies, which will take her to Ascended. And there you go, folks. 680 Stargazer cards to get her up to Ascended from brand new Elite, which we bought the very first copy of. But there she is, completely Ascended. Now let's go ahead and take a look at her signature item, just like the whales do. And this is one of my buddies from Casual. So as you can see, we have a more than enough resources. So we'll take her signature item all the way up to +10, all the way up to +20, all the way up to +30. So fully unlocking her signature item. And again, guys, this is the way that some of the whales roll, especially because they're so far in the tower. I believe he's pushing floor 400 or 500. I believe it's 500 in the tower. Same with the faction towers, just super far in all of the faction towers because of the heroes and the gear that is completely 5-star maxed out. As you can see here, that is level 9. Here is level 10. Going to amplifying emblems, 926 amplifying emblems. So that will be very easy to take the signature item all the way up to +20. So we are going to test her and see her in action, since she went from Elite to Ascended just like that with using the Stargazer. Big whale time summons. That's +17. And here is the +18, +19, and finally the +20, which will unlock it to the red chests. So let's go ahead and continue here with getting her signature item up. As you can see, we have 545 red chests. So we'll take it to 21, 22, 23, and we have more than enough red chests to go ahead and take it to level 30 at this point, which will unlock the final level, the final skill here. 27, there's 28, so 375 red chests left, 335. And there we go, level 30 unlock, which is absolutely phenomenal. So reduces enemy haste by 50 points for 5 seconds when the ability swoop deals critical damage. And there she is, maximum signature item. So let's go ahead and gear her up. And again, interesting to see. So we do have a signature item, as you can see right there for her. Let's see the celestial items as well. Looks like we don't have any, so we'll just put a random piece of gear on her here. We do have, looks like a celestial hat there. And then I believe, let's see if we have some more celestial gear in here, which we do not. But let's see, so we'll go ahead and throw, just thinking some gear on her, and then we'll go ahead, we can re-roll it, we can level it up. All right, so let's go ahead and see, we do need something with a faction gear, that way if we can try to re-roll it. So not too many faction chests here, as you can see. But there is her staff, so we'll actually go ahead and strengthen it. That makes it the T1, this makes it the T2, and since we do have an insane amount of stuff here, we'll just go ahead and level it up quite a bit, which that takes it to +4. We can do the same, we'll try to get the reset scroll going here. Hopefully celestial boots, which Mauler boots, not going to go with that one. So let's go ahead and re-roll. As you can see, we have 22 faction scrolls here. Oh, it was very close. Just rolled over one. All right, so this is where we got her to. So still trying to reset the boots here, which we do have the hypogen ones, which just again, it ticked right past, down to 19 scrolls left. And that might be it. We got it. There we go. All right, so we got her boots. Boots are very, very vital because they bring haste. That's really the big thing. So we'll go to tier 1 with those. We'll go to tier 2 with those. Then we will level them up just a little bit. So short of the mythic gear, which we're going to save the mythic gear. So we'll go ahead and we'll add 3 stars onto the boots there. All right, so we still have 334,000 diamonds here on this account. As you can see here, there is her gear. Got it leveled up, got a lot of it maxed out. Let's go ahead and strengthen the hat. So there's our T2 hat because we did have a lot of stones, bought a couple stones. Not too much gear to use because it is on a lot of heroes, but we can use some of our non-faction gear. You never, ever want to use faction gear, mythic faction gear, just because there's a chance where they pop out a new hero and now you need gear for them. So making sure that you're saving all the gear and make sure you're using it. As you can see how many 5-star heroes we have, we've just continued to build on this account. Have a lot of phenomenal gear there, as you can see. So we'll go ahead and we'll just throw some gear on there. We'll drop her into Resonating Crystal. We are on level 388 already of 530. So we'll go ahead and we'll pop Flora in there. She has her max out signature item at +30 and not quite +40. But then we'll do a campaign push. And looking, we're on 33-40. Now this is a stage where you have to have 5 teams of heroes. As you see on the bottom, 5 teams of heroes. We'll just go ahead and swap her in. We're not building anything. We're not really maxing anything out. But look at the amount of damage. And I just want to see her. There she is. She just floats above the field. Which one thing that I've noticed about her is, as you can see, she's reducing haste. She's doing quite a bit of damage. Is she doesn't receive the buffs that the heroes do provide on the ground. So that's one thing that I've really noticed. There's her little floral area where she does AoE damage. And again, just doing some damage, straight dropping her little fairy dust, I guess, on everyone. Then she does come back to the ground right there. Unfortunately, Leica takes her out. But didn't get past the first team, so she's got to find her place in a team. It is what you're really going to have to see. You must be victorious 5 times to advance. But like I said, with this one is, you see her, she just takes off right to the sky. And this is where team composition is going to be very, very vital. Because right now, because she is up on the top, not only is she doing the haste reduction, she's doing some damage. Is the big thing here is you now have a 5-on-4, which is fighting on the floor. So essentially, you have to have more than enough damage or survivability on the ground to really make her very, very effective, because she's leaving the battle to fly above the battle. So again, you're going to have to go ahead and build her to exactly the team that you need her for. With the amount of diamonds that we still have, 334,000, we're going to go ahead and finish off a couple heroes that he's been working on, which one is Zolrath. We do need a couple more copies of Zolrath. So we'll go ahead and we'll use the rest of our cards, which, as you can see, that is 700 Stargazer cards that we went through. That's right, 700 Stargazer cards that have been used here. And that is why the bags keep filling up. As you can see, the piles of gold keep filling up, which I hope they really just nullify the bag space. Doesn't really make sense to cap them or max them, so it just keeps going to your inbox. But we'll start going through diamonds now. So at 5,000 diamonds a pop, so there's 5, there's 10,000. A little bit more, there's 15. And again, using 5,000 at a time. And that is 20,000 diamonds that quickly. Takes a while, and there's our first copy of him to get 20. So 25, which still looking for one more copy. There's 30,000 there. And this is what the Stargazer takes, guys. This is the commitment to the Stargazer. 35,000 diamonds. There's another copy of Zolrath, so 35,000 diamonds just like that. We're going to go ahead and we're going to swap this to another hero, to Orthos. So we'll go ahead and do a couple more summons. Hopefully we can pull some luck with him, which nothing on there. But we are burning through a lot of cards. Like I said, that was 700 Stargazer cards, or 680 to be precise. There's a copy of Orthos there. 680 to get her all the way to Ascended. Down to 279,000. So we've went through about 50,000 diamonds at least so far. Got another rare card there. Still looking for, I believe, one more copies of Orthos at this point. Which again, we are not getting good luck on these Stargazer pulls. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4 elite cards. Wow, that is an amazing pull. Anytime you get 4 elite cards, absolutely phenomenal pull. And there's a copy of Orthos. We might need 2 more, actually, to go ahead and get him up, which, look at that, back-to-back Orthos copies. Very, very nice. That's what we like to see, so you're not quite burning through so many gems. 240,000 gems left. And again, some of the equipment. Went ahead and cleared that out. So continuing the summons here, and there's another copy of Orthos, so that might conclude it. Let's go ahead and take a look. Orthos, we got double copies, triple copies, so I believe that will take Orthos to, that would be 4 stars. So we do need 2 more copies to go 5 stars with Orthos. All right, some more elite cards there. Wow, we are not having the luck on this. 1 more copy. So we do need 1 more copy of Orthos. And hopefully it's back-to-back. 2 elite cards there, which is a pretty good pull all in all. Come on, 1 more copy of Orthos. Got a faction hat there, mythic, that was pretty good. And no faction on that, never good to see. Under 200,000. Remember, we started with 330,000 odd diamonds. We're down to 190,000 now. So again, it burns through diamonds very, very fast. And double Orthos, look at that. Final pull, pulled out a double Orthos. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll build both of these guys. Didn't need, I don't think we needed a double Orthos, but that's okay. So we'll, nope, I think we got enough. So that adds him to 3 stars. That'll take him to 4 stars. That'll take him to 5 stars. And that is how the whales do it. We do have an extra copy because we pulled the double last. There's Zolrath. Zolrath going to 5 stars too. So we got her all the way to Ascended. We got Orthos to 5 stars. We got Zolrath to 5 stars. So we do have a A couple more diamonds, 184,000 diamonds left. So we're going to go ahead and continue some more of the Stargazer. This time we're going to be looking for Athalia, which I don't think we're going to do Athalia. I think we're going to go with Aziz. So Aziz, we do want to max out as well. So we will continue the summons for Aziz, because I believe we just need a couple more copies to get him to 5 stars. And again, look at the diamonds. We went through an absolute insane amount of diamonds. There were a couple video clips that didn't get recorded, unfortunately. So let me know in the comments what you think. Looking for some more heroes. Absolutely insanity with the Stargazer. But again, let me know what you think, and thank you for watching.